Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, my team and I will be presenting about our ICT450 database design and development final group project. Our group consists of 4 people, which is first, Muhammad Arif Amri bin Mat Zaini. Second, Muhammad Alif Aiman bin Muhammad Sopian. Third, Muhammad Fauzan bin Johan. And last, me, Hazim Fitri bin Ahmad Shabri. The four of us form a company named iStar Ticket, which was founded on 24th May 2022. Our official physical building is located at Sepang, Kuala Lumpur, and we operate every day from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening. We might be operating for a short duration, but don't worry, our system, our database, will be operating non-stop thanks to excellent server maintenance and also backup of the system if anything happens unexpectedly. More about our cloud database. It is called Customers Ticket Management Information System. Our aims are that we would like to be able to provide a better ticket management, encouraging the world to adapt more on online databases rather than physical and manual file system management. Next is that we want to secure a cloud database for retrieving and storing all the information of the customers that come to the stadium now that we are operating via an online platform. And last, we hope that with our database, we are able to offer help to customers, to organizers, and stadium staff in executing their tasks. Moving on to business rules, we have a customer that can either buy one or many tickets. Many tickets are used for a single event. Each seat may represent many tickets. A seat can be used for many events. Each seat contains seat category. And last one is every ticket must be paid with one payment.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Arif Amri bin Zaini and I will continue for the problem statement. Okay, long queries. Okay, the first point is crowded space. As we all know at stadium, there will be a lot of people queuing to buy tickets and there is a lot of people and make it crowded. Okay, next is exposure to sun. If there are a lot of people, most of them are exposure to sun because there is no place for them to take shelter when they make a long queuing line. Okay, next is massive time waste. Okay, just to get a ticket, sometimes people have to queue for a few hours, and that is really wasting a lot of time. Okay, next is manual file system management. Okay, for the first point is data redundancy. There will be data redundancy, and it is the practice of keeping data in two or more places within a database. Okay, next is damage file. Damage file, as we all know, when we handle our data manually, the possibility it will damage is very high. Okay, next is slow to produce report. It is because there will be a lot of data that we need to handle, and it will slow the process to make a report manually with a bunch of data. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fauzan bin Johan. So today I will present on the entity relationship diagram for the customer ticket management information system. So first of all, we have a 6 table, which is customer, event, payment, seat category, and ticket. Next is the ERD drawing. Why we want to draw the ERD? Because ERD drawing can visualize the database design ideas. It can also identify the mistakes, and it can create the design flows. So based on the ERD that we had created by using the Microsoft Access, we had the 6 table. We also, as you can see, we had a table ticket, the entity for the ticket table is ticket. We have one PK, which is ticket ID, and we have 3 FK or a foreign key, which are cast ID, seat ID, and event ID, and the other attributes are ticket price and date start. So PK is an uniquely defines a record, meanwhile FK or foreign key a reference to a primary key in a table. So how we want to know the relationship between the tables? First of all, we need to refer back to the business rules. As stated, as we had created the business rule, first of all, a customer can either buy one or many tickets. It shows that one customer can buy one or many tickets. It is not a mandatory, which is it can buy one or many. So as we can see, the relationship between the customer and ticket entity, it is one to many relationship. We can also know that it is a weak relationship because based on the cast ID, it is a PK for the related for the customer entity, and the PK does not contain any PK components from the parent entity, which is the ticket. So therefore, as you can see that the cast ID is a FK in the ticket table, which is it is a weak relationship. Therefore, we can conclude that the relationship between customer and ticket, which is one to many relationship, and it is also a weak relationship. Next is many tickets are used for a single event. This is the relationship between the ticket entity and the event entity. Many tickets, which mean that we can have many tickets, are used for a single event. It shows that one event can have many tickets. So we can assume that it is a one-to-many relationship between event and ticket entities. So it is also a weak relationship between the entities because as we can see, the event ID is the PK at the event table. Meanwhile, event ID is the FK at the ticket table. So therefore, we can conclude that the relationship between event and ticket entity are one-to-many relationship, and it is also a weak relationship. Next is each seat may represent many tickets. So this is the relationship between tickets and seat entity. So we can see that it is a one-to-many relationship. And also based on the seat table, we can see that the seat ID is the PK for in the seat table, meanwhile seat ID is the FK in the ticket table. Therefore, we can conclude that the relationship is a weak relationship. So the relationship between seat and ticket entity is one-to-many relationship, and it is also a weak relationship. So next is each seat contains seat category. It means that many seats can only has one seat category. As example, the seat category is the zone, which is north and so on. So at the north zone, there can be many seats, right? So therefore, the seat category and the seat, the relationship between them, which is a one-to-many relationship. As you can see that the seat category ID is the PK in the seat category table, meanwhile the seat category ID is the FK in the seat table. Therefore, we can conclude that the relationship is a weak relationship. And the conclusion is the seat category and seat table has one-to-many relationship, and also a weak relationship. So lastly, every ticket must be paid with one payment. We can see this is a one-to-one relationship between ticket and payment table, between ticket and payment entity. Uh, Based on the table, you can see that the payment table, we can see the PK for the payment table, it is a ticket ID. Meanwhile, the ticket ID has a ticket ID as their PK, as the PK in the table, in the ticket table. So we can conclude that this is a strong relationship because the PK on the payment entity, it has a component or a PK from the parent entity, which is the ticket. Therefore, as we can see, the ticket ID is the PK for the ticket in the ticket table, and it is also a PK in the payment table. Therefore, it is a strong relationship. Uh, and we can conclude that the ticket and the payment table has one-to-one relationship and a strong relationship. So that's all for the entity relationship diagram. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Arif Aiman bin Sofian, and now I will continue the presentation with database system demonstration. In our database system, we include 6 forms, which is login form, navigation form, ticket purchase form, event choice form, seat choice form, and lastly make payment form. First, I will demonstrate the login form. In this login form, there are two data that we use to log in into our system, which are username and password. For example, the user can key in their username, for example, leave, and the user can key in the password, for example, leave. After done keying the data needed, the user can click login button, and then user will successfully enter the database system. Okay. We also build a navigation form to integrate all form related to the ticket purchase application in one interface. This navigation form help the user to navigate from one form to another form faster. There is uh, there is four related form that we include in our database system. The first one is the ticket purchase form. The user can use to insert that or add data when customer buy the ticket. For example, we go from the start. User will log in into the system. And the password is Alif1. User will click the login button to enter our database system. Once they have clicked and successfully enter the database system, they will go to the next form, which is the ticket purchase form. This form, the user can add, record, uh, and update the all record related to the customer detail when the customer buy the ticket. For example, customer ID, we just put 3, 3, 6, 9, 8, 5. Phone number is 017408975. Email is Sharif gmail.com, and the age is 22. Then the user will click the add record button to insert all of this information of customer into the customer table. Now the record has successfully be entered into the customer table. After that, the user can click the continue button to go to the next form, which is event form. In in this form, we create this form for our user to add or insert new record about new event that will be held. User also can update the old record in the database. Example, we put event name is Asia Asia yeah, nah. Its start is 11 2020. Sorry, the date is 3 9 2022 and at 3 9 2022. And then the user will just click the add record button to add this all information of event into the event table, and then the all information will successfully insert into the event table. After that, the user can click the continue button to go to the next form, which is seed form. In this seed form, user can also add or delete and update the seed record in this form. For example, we just put 31022, the seed price 42. Okay, and then the user can click the add record to insert the new record. Then the new record will successful uh, enter into the seed table. And next, the user will click the continue button to go to the last form, which is payment form. In this payment form, they also can insert new record related to the payment requirement. For example, ticket ID is 2681, payment date equal to 9, the price is 210. They just click the add record button to insert all of this information. Then the all information record will successfully enter into the ticket table. This is the last form that we do, and then we include the close form button. When the user click this button, the form will be closed. Next, I will demonstrate the report that we have included in our database system. There is three report, which is customer report, event report, and sick report. Uh, okay, in the customer report, we display a report about a customer ID, phone number, email, and age information so that our user can keep track about their customer information. This report, we grouping the customer information by using the age report, and the user also can summarize the customer age by using the customer age chart. In this chart, each of the email will show the age of the customer. Okay, the second report is event report. The event report, in this report, user can keep track about the registered event in event record or event table. For this record, we grouping the event record by using the event ID. Okay, the second report that we have made is event report. In this report, user can keep track about the registered event in event table. For this record, we grouping the event record by using the event ID. The user also can see the summarization about the registered event by using the registered event chart. By looking at this chart, they can summarize that there is ASEAN Preliminary World Cup, Billie Eilish World Tour, Lisa Solo Dance, Malaysia Independence Day, Malaysia Cup Football 2019, Kedah versus Selangor, Piala Asia Malaysia versus Vietnam, Piala Subangsih, Kedah versus Johor, Rugby Championship 2021, Malaysia versus Japan, and last is SEA Games Malaysia 2022. Okay, the last record that we include in our database system is seat record. User can print out the seat record and monitor the seat record status. We use seat ID in order to grouping the all record related to the seat. User can also read the summary about the seat price using the seat price chart. This is the seat price chart that user can use for summarization of seat price. Okay, next is we also include some form queries that are function to alter the record in our database. This is the alternative for user to update, insert, and delete record in the database system. The first query is user can update the email and phone number in the customer table, where user can specify the customer ID that the user want to choose. For example, that we have create in this query is we want to set new email and phone number for the customer ID that equals to 32541. If you run this, and you will get the you are about to update one row, and we just click yes, and whatever there will be new record Yes, this is the new record for the 32541. Okay, then the second query is user can insert new record in event table. Uh, the uh, the second query is user can insert a new record in event table by specifying all column in the table and insert a new value in each column. For example, that we have done in this query, we want to put new record in the event ID, event name, date start, and date end column, and set the new record to 1 through 320 for event ID, Rugby Championship 2021 for event name, Malaysia versus Japan equal to date start, and this date equal to date start and date end. If you run, you are about to open window, just click yes, then the event will be updated. Next is the third query. Query is user can delete or record from seed table where user can specify and choose the seed ID that user want to delete. For example, seed, you want to delete this record, the user can just copy the seed ID and in this, and then click the run button, and you are about to delete one row from the specific table. Yes, yes, and then uh, the data related to the CID 7982 will be deleted from the C table. And the last query is user can update the payment date. User can update the payment date and payment amount in specific ticket ID that has been chosen. For example, I want to choose 3,000. And paste, and you are about to run update one row, then the payment date and amount will be updated. We also include some queries using data manipulation language (DML) for user. The queries will help the user to display the specific record based on their condition. The first query is to display is the email display the email from customer table where the customer age must more than 30 years old. The display record will be grouped by email and order by descending order. If we click the run button, as you can see there is 8 record that their age is more than 13. And the second query is to display event uh, the event name, display the event name from event table where there will be cup or spot in the middle of the event name. The result record will be grouped by event name and ordered by descending. If we click run button, there are three event name that has cup or game in the middle of the event name. And the last query is to display seed ID from display the seed ID from seed table where the seed price must equal to 68. Okay, the last query is to display seed ID from the seed table where the seed price must equal to 68. The result record will group by seed ID and ordered by ascending. If there is a click run, there is 6 seed ID that their seed price is equal to 68. This is the record that we get from the queries email age more than 13, seed ID that has seed price equal to 68 as event category spot. For example, in there is 7 record that that the customer age more than 30. For the seed seed queries, there are 6 seed ID where the seed price is equal to 68, and for the event queries, there is 3 record that the event name has a cup and spot in the middle of the event name. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.